What up, everybody? We finally got back into the servers. We're about to fuck around with some hideout shit while we wait another 50 minutes for the next announcement for the new season. Cannot wait. We're going to be getting hype. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be fucking around. Oh, man. This new announcement, we're going to be talking about it. Hype is real. First and foremost, though, we need to go to our hideout and we need to add some of these new microtransactions that I've been waiting to do. Damn, I hit my hideout limit. Oof, I need to delete something. Put it in somewhere. Where would I even put him? Should he be upstairs? Should he be down here? He should be like, honestly, he should be right here, is what I'm gonna do.
This is booming.
That's like almost literally perfect. Like low key. What a perfect fit. What a perfect fit, folks. It kind of covers up, though, a little bit. Not gonna lie. And I think that works. That looks okay. Man, I wish I could have seen it. I could actually see what those numbers are, though. Glad we have them now. Alright, what other microtransactions did we just get here? There's also should be the supporter pack, so let's see those. May not have added them yet. They'll probably add them after the announcement. Let's be real. Let's be real here, folks. Sorry, I'm also not using my mic right now, so I apologize. It looks like this shit ain't loading. Although it never loads correctly anyway, so. Oh, there he is. But yeah, they didn't add it. I figured that much. 13 new supporter packs added. Oh, Lord have mercy. Alright, so nothing yet. They gave us that microtransaction option, and then they gave us the, they're gonna give us that, like, Twitch drop as well. Now, the question is, did I get anything else added? I don't think so. I think they've actually added the patch notes for this little mini update. But I think it was just to get the microtransaction stuff put in, so I think we're okay. But now, how do we feel about our boy being down here? I think it works. I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna keep it. Alva's down here. I kind of liked Alva being down here by herself. But low-key, like, this is the research area. He kind of fits the narrative down here. Again, I wish I could, like, see my stats, which is a shame. Business is booming. Yeah, too bad I don't know if business is booming. They're not showing me. Does he have a cat in his lap? What's that?
Ooh, your coffers are looking plump indeed.
Man, he'd be great down here, of course, but he'd also be really good upstairs. But I don't want my bookkeeper. I don't want my tax guy in the cuck room, you know? We're not gonna deal with that. Also, final announcement. So as we're looking at this build, this is pretty much where I'm going to end it for the season. And last night we had some revelations, and I decided to, finally give in a little bit to the meta of what everyone uses, because I didn't get one to drop, so I decided, well, I'll buy one, right? And I dropped the Omen Scepter, and I got me a Guiding Palm of the Mind for the extra lightning damage. But not only that, let's be real, not only that, I got it for the Guided Tempest Shrine. And not only that, but there seems to be a bug with Purity of Lightning to where any spirit cost support gem does not subtract away your spirit. So all of these are basically 0 spirit cost right now. Yet I'm still getting the benefit from them. So if they fix it, if they don't fix it, just know that moving forward, this is definitely the move. One might ask, why is that the move outside of the obvious? Well, what this now allows me to do is put my most expensive gems, if you will, support spirit gems in here, and then I can actually put another expensive support gem like Deadly Herald into an ability, and I can use all the other 1s and 2s of the support gems as well. So I'm double dipping, bro. I'm getting about, what was that, 50% plus 30%? That's an 80% mana regen rate going on right now. Like, I don't know, that is such a huge boost. My Herald of Thunder, look at that. Look at that damage. Don't you love it? Don't you just love it? So, Purity of Lightning, who gives a shit about the lightning resist? However, now that I know about the lightning resist, I could actually go in here and I could reduce my lightning resistance on my chest if I wanted to min-max that. I need a better helm if I really want to min-max more energy shield. I need, I could drop, well, this is actually okay. We'll keep this the way it is. But other than that, my rings don't need all that crazy lightning resistance. I mean, they never did in the first place. I did it just because the rings dropped like that. But still, this now leaves so much room for more min-maxing opportunity just by this one piece alone. Oh shit, what's up, Soul? Just getting hype. We got another 40 minutes for the new update announcement. I was just coming in to add a little bit of the new microtransaction in that they just added with this little mini patch. And now I'm just fucking around getting hype. I pretty much perfected the build last night, other than the min-maxing that I just explained with my chest and my headpiece. But other than that, I mean, this thing is cooking. Having this lightning shrine on me at all times is clutch. And I will prove it. Oh, we got another Untainted. That's 3 Untainted Paradises right next to each other. And we got a huge ocean to work with right here. So this is actually a really good spot in our map atlas. I'm not going to lie. New update, yes and no. New update right now, there was a mini patch that added like 2 or 3 microtransactions and are adding the supporter packs that they're going to announce in an hour. But there's no other like game changes. The announcement, though, in an hour is going to talk about the next league and the new druid and showcase all of that. And then after that announcement, they're going to drop the patch notes. So I'm going to be reading the patch notes, and we're going to be going over the patch notes, and we're going to be truly starting my prep for next season with my build and shit, and seeing if I need to change things, what I need to do in that sense. So it'll be a lot of fun here in a bit. You just got to kill some time, you know? So we're going to do a little bit of fun mapping in the meantime. And And if they create a new, if they drop a new supporter pack, which I have a strong opinion they will, hopefully it has a new hideout. And if it has a new hideout, well, you know what that means. It means we got a hideout designer stream queued up, ready for action. So looking forward to that. Hundred of hours to hideout design gone right. Absolutely. You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna put my headphones on one moment. Now that we doing this thing, fam. Might have to fix my headphones today too. It looks like they're busting at the seams again. These Sony headphone people, don't invest in them. They sound great, they function great, but the build quality, if you got a semi-big head or a relatively like odd head, or you got lots of hair like I do, like it just fucks it up, man. All right, let's go fuck some shit up. Let's go show the people what this build's all about now that we've kind of added this little extra oomph to it. Oh, hold on. I ain't gotta fucking turn my... I was like, why is this so loud all of a sudden? God damn. There we go. Yeah, see? I feel that, man. My head's not that big, but because I have, like, big curly hair and shit, it's just a nightmare. Yeah, see? Having this, like, lightning shrine on me, dude, I don't even know. This is just... What are we even talking about here? Everybody's getting the business. All I gotta do is just look at the map on the top right, make sure I'm not running into any obstacles, and just throw my spears. That's really the... Oh, do I need a new loot filter? About to say. I'm seeing scrolls of wisdom on the ground. Ooh, hold on. I'm thinking of taking a break. My current build and indulging something ice-related in a new class? Okay, what are you thinking? What you cooking up? I usually don't prefer ice builds. I made a, I had ice on my monk in Season 1 when it was, like, broken as fuck. And I will say, though, I may not prefer ice builds myself, but the numbers don't lie. Freezing a boss is, like, one of the best things you can do to a boss. It pretty much makes bosses, like, absolutely pointless in terms of the difficulty. So if you can actually make freeze viable and you use ice. Also, people don't realize, but another benefit of ice moves is the idea that you're shattering them and shattering their bodies when you kill them, which means no corpses, which means no on-death effects that could potentially kill you. So ice builds are actually really solid in a lot of ways. I just don't really like the ice fantasy myself. But that's like a total personal thing. That has nothing to do with anything that's like actually like matters. Bro, now we got the Gloom Shrine going as well. You've activated my Gloom Shrine. This allows me to banish any monster into the Shadow Realm. Here we go. My favorite dual bosses over here. Love them. I always need to remember to go after the Ice Lady first, because the fire person is the one you want to kill first. And you can't even fuck with them until, like, after that bullshit. Oh, I'm gonna die. Woo! I fucked up. I got stuck in his trap. Ooh. What a joke. What a joke. That was one shot that I just did on that bitch. Let's see, what do we got? We got a cap. That could be a good cap. At this point, I'm just crafting for the shit, you know. Nah, trash. Did I clear this map? Pretty much. Let's see what this one little last spirit has to say. Dude, you got Tangled Tongue? Fuck yeah. Dude, I was just I'm talking to a buddy of mine. I'm helping him right now get through it. I guess he hasn't signed back on, but I told him, dude, just use like literally Tangle Tongue will take you all the way into endgame, no problem, and even into endgame, no problem. The only time that you want to get rid of Tangle Tongue is if you like craft or buy a really dope OP spear. And what I mean by that is just because you craft a spear or get a decent spear or something that you think is good, Tangle Tongue surprisingly, even with the tooltip damage, is different. Tangle Tongue surprisingly is still the better spear because of its double crit chance mechanics. So it's like Tangle Tongue really, even with its nerfs, can still take you pretty dang far. And that's all you need. If you get a really good Tangle Tongue with double sockets, even better. I mean, I think that's the one I have here, right? I mean, look at this. This is essentially as good as it gets. Outside of the double accuracy runes in there, I mean, having an almost close to at least 8 crit chance. I mean, high intelligence. Not the best rolls on the physical damage. I could have divved this. Obviously, the whole point of this one is solely the double sockets. But what are you going to do? Like, I have this with me just in case, but if it wasn't for having this OP spear that I crafted, and this isn't even OP by any sense, this is just like on the tier 2 of OP scale, all right? This ends up actually being better solely because I get onslaught. Yeah, intelligence, for sure. And you want intelligence if you're going to rock the Hand of Wisdom gloves with the Astra amulet. All of that kind of like makes a big difference. Alright, I think this map is cooked in a good way. Oh shit, I need to go. I heard that little ticking. Those things, look at, those guys will kill you so fast before you even realize what the fuck is happening. Fuck those little following blow-up Val devices. That was easy. What did I get? Anything good from that? Doesn't look like it. Let's actually get rid of that. That was a decent roll, but I already have one. This was also a surprisingly decent roll for this. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, having 25 increased rarity, 40 fire, it's all positive. Actually, I might sell this. This actually has some selling potential.
You did if you must. Goodbye.
What do you say? When's the next season coming? This season, the one we're currently in, ends on the 8th. So on the 8th, we all transition our characters into Standard League. And the new season starts on the 12th. So that Friday of that week. But yeah, man, I don't know if y'all noticed, but this is kind of low-key a game changer. And if all you really need is 130... I mean, honestly, I didn't even need that much spirit based on how glitched out this Purity of Lightning is. But now that I know that, and if it doesn't get fixed, dude, this is going to completely change how our endgame build gets going early on. Dang, yeah, I noticed you guys some stuff that you had to study for. And finals are, like, literally this week, so... That's totally understandable. Yeah, I have to work that Friday 12 to 9. So, like, I get an hour, I think. I could be wrong, but I get an hour before the league starts. Or, excuse me, I get an hour once the league starts. So I'm going to make my characters real quick, and then I'm going to sign off. That way I get all the names that I want. And then I'll go to work, I'll come back, and then I have the whole weekend off. So I'm gonna do a marathon stream. I'm gonna try and stream for like 24 hours or some shit if possible. I've never done that. At least not on my streams. I've never done. I did it with a friend once, but she's a bit more popular than I am, so it was a lot more fun. Oops, I fell off my mount. I wonder if they're going to fix this glitch too. because having to get on and off my mount every time I enter a new area kind of sucks. Man, I've been using other builds this whole time and not really playing my Valkyrie. Yeah, I mean, you'll notice on some of my videos on my page, I've got like 8-hour, 9-hour plus streaming sessions in this game. People love that shit. That's usually where I get the most. And I noticed that it's mainly because it's like late into the night. Like obviously I'll go into like till 5 a.m. or some shit. And that's where a lot of the people from overseas join. I think this game is like really popular outside of America, which totally makes sense. Most of the people that I interact with and join are usually not from an English-speaking country. But they all speak great English, so it's like, no disrespect or hate at all. But it does kind of suck when I want to like play with them. Oh, that was a mistake walking in and all that. It does kind of suck when I want to play with them and the server is like essentially 2 frames per second because of the lag. That's the only downside. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? I hate this map tile set. Having to run on these little skinny ass pathways. Books. Damn, I wish I was on PC so I could, once the reveal starts from the trailer, I could put it on and we could all watch it together, but unfortunately that's not how it works. So I'll just narrate my opinions as we watch it in real time. How about that? I'll post the link in chat and shit. Seems like a decent plan. You busted lady. Damn, she's taking some hits. There we go. I was like, come on now. Bitch got ice all over the arena and she's still fucking me up. Although she didn't touch me once, so no comment. The power of movement speed, folks. Why need crazy defense? You know? If they're not going to even hit you in the first place. I also really wish that I could put this guiding palm on my my Thor build, solely because it makes him look even more majestic with lightning. But again, getting rid of dual Mjolnir would be a pain in the ass, so I'm not going to deal with that. I like having 2 of them.
This'll do nicely.
Far too much. I don't need that. Where are you going, Spirit? Where's that last rare at? Come on now. Oh, right there. Let's kill him. Bitch got me stuck. See, this is why this tile set sucks, because you get stuck on little land masses like this. I had a guy come in from Brazil one time. He didn't speak English, so I had to talk a little slower for his translation, but he was chill. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, like, POE's fucking popular, and honestly, this shit's gonna get more and more popular with every fucking release. Like, this first launch weekend being at a free weekend, it's gonna be nuts. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Goodbye.
Thought that was my stash for a second. Whoopsies. I wonder how much we should trade that gambling ring for.
What's new?
Got all these hot items that no one's ever gonna fucking buy. Although someone came in and bought let's do 1 chaos. That will definitely sell. For 1 chaos, it's gonna sell like, no, we'll do 5. We'll do 5.
Sure.
Alright, so we're about to probably unlock this hopefully soon. We can do a run on that. But man, I will say this build is going to be pretty tough to get to next league. And I will say I am changing up. I've been talking to a person I've been playing with lately, and he's been following my build like crazy. And he's been giving me some suggestions on what I need to do for this next season in terms of my build page. And I told him I made that build page on Mobalytics like literally in the end game already. Like I'd already kind of done this character. I was working on a new character, and someone asked like what my build was, so I made it and posted it. Started getting some traction a bit, so now I was like, okay. Now I've already formatted it, if you will, and started typing stuff. And so this way I'm going to have each variant or each tab will have each act. So after each act, I'll like post my build like sheet, update my build sheet. So that way you get better progression if you were to be someone who wanted to follow my build from beginning to end. And I'm also going to start putting in little notes about like which choices I made through the campaign. So like, do you choose the charms? Do you choose the extra resistance over the stats? Like yada yada yada. So my guide will be a lot more detailed this time around. I'm gonna have to put more work into it, of course, but that's just how it goes. In the Diablo 4 branch. So it's funny you say that because I don't know if you just saw their new trailer or not. By the way, I'm gonna load a bowl real quick while we're talking. But their new league, the new season for Diablo, starts the same weekend as POE. And they have a huge announcement. I think they're going to try and bring back the Paladin or the Crusader, potentially. And, Diablo's trying really hard to stay relevant. But I'm telling you, dude, if the Druid really hits, PoE is going to overshadow Diablo in no time. I mean, it kind of already is, let's be real. But numbers-wise, on paper, corporate, capitalism, all that bullshit, Diablo technically probably is the bigger brand, but PoE is definitely going to fuck that shit up. And honestly, Soul, I don't know about you, but I watched the new trailer for the new Diablo season. Bro, let me just put on record, I'm so happy that we play this game and not that game. Because Diablo, that game, every time I want to give it credit, oh no, maybe I'm just seeing it through a different lens now or whatever. But every time I look at it, that game looks childish. Like, what they're doing almost looks like they're catching up to PoE. Like, it doesn't look like they're setting the standard for action RPGs. It looks like now they're just trying to keep up. I, for one, I'm all here for it. PoE's the shit. But, man, for all you people that think Diablo is great, I'm sorry, fam, but either you like casual action RPGs, which is perfectly fine, no hate, but if you're trying to defend it saying it's the best action RPG in the biz, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but it's not even the best Diablo game in the biz. Diablo 2 still takes that. Also, I fucked up and got stuck, so I mounted off real quick. But we back in it. This just also proves that I don't need no fucking mount. Everyone that thinks, oh, you need the Roa mount to be successful. Nah, I'll prove it to you right now. You don't need no goddamn Roa mount. I won't even use it the rest of this map. How about that? Look at how fast I walk without it. I don't need no goddamn mount. Boom, where you going, busted? Large strongbox, no thank you, don't need that. Look at that, see, you don't need no thinking mount. Just get high movement speed. And, even if I really wanted to, my sprint... Let me clear out some of these minions so I can really show you the full speed. Look at this, boom, we zooming. We moving it. Oh, I'm not paying attention though. Always look where you're going. Goddamn full-on destruction right now. Fuck a row amount. I don't need no goddamn row amount. That's why you want the spirit and the scepter for the extra spirit, but like, honestly, the row amount, you should not use it as a build-defying ability. Like, the row amount is designed specifically... Oh, I fucked up. I mean, I'm not on it right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, so I'm gonna fuck this boss fight up royally. This shit becomes a lot easier on a mount. But, see? No one gives a fuck. As long as you got everything else on deck... As long as you got everything else on deck, fucking... The mount is just an added perk. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you get used to how it functions and how it moves, you see how I can't really, like... The turning radius is kind of weird. Once you get used to that, it's just the cherry on top. But your build should not depend on the row amount in any sense. Yeah, the Viper boss is a pain in the ass. I'm 2 for 2 on her today of just wiping her fucking off the map, though. Ooh, a T5? What is this? Ugh, accuracy roll. See, even though it's a T5 crafting helm, it still didn't roll very good mods. Damn shame. I bet you this Ancestral Tiara is better. Yeah. Objectively, that's kind of better. Crit chance, the intelligence, the max life and mana, the huge increased energy shield, 145 compared to 154. I mean, you could get lucky and maybe this rolls something better. And the accuracy is always good, but yeah. I guess we'll go do that depths real quick. See if we get an Omen of Light. That's something Crutch too. Early on in the season, I was able to find a couple Omens of Light. I didn't really know much about them, because I was like, whatever. Turns out that you can trade those for dibs very quickly and very easily. So if you get some Omen of Lights, or now that Abyssals are becoming part of the main game, I would highly suggest doing Abyssals as often as you can, because those Omens of Light, that's easy money. I'm sure they'll change all the drop rates and stuff, so it's like, you know, whatever. But still, the whole point of the Abyssal content, in my eyes, is extra, like, experience to level up. So that way you get a little extra boost when you're leveling. But also because the whole point of Abyssal is, the items at least, are for crafting. So if you're someone who crafts, or if you're someone who understands crafting, all of those items are for you. If you're someone who doesn't give a fuck about crafting, doesn't matter. Now you have a currency that you can sell to all the people that do want to craft. So it's like, it's a win-win. Even if you're not into crafting, you can still benefit from them, because everyone else wants them.
Hate defines us all.
And look how easy these are to get to. All you do is get to the end. All of these maps follow the same principle of design. They all, I mean, look, if you look at this map, they all end up going to one area, right? They all end up going to the top left. From my experience, almost every end part of these Abyssals are in the top left. That's how you can just get through them very quickly. Now, I'm not obviously getting all the loot because I'm going straight to the end, but in theory, that's like when you're trying to speedrun these bad boys, this is what it's all about. I wonder if they'll keep these as is, or if they're going to change them in any way. Damn, we just murdered that map. That was quick. This is what happens when you have a speed farmer. This is also why every new league I start with Amazon. Amazon is probably, or, you know, of course, or Deadeye. People will argue Deadeye, but the idea is Amazon and Deadeye have the highest movement speed. Oh no, my buddy. I've been this guy here in chat, Yellum. I've been guiding him through the last like 4 or 5 days. He's so funny. He keeps trolling himself by like wrecking all of the gear that he's trying to do. Deadeye is cool, man. I'm telling you, like, it's the most popular thing. I find it boring. I find bow and arrow boring. People could argue that spears is just as boring, if not more boring. We could have that discussion. I believe that there's some truth there. But to me, this is my, like, fantasy, the spear throwing from Diablo 2, so, like, I'm super biased. But bow skills are just not, I don't know, man. It's just not fun. Wait, what the fuck? I was gonna say, why wouldn't it let me add that? That's weird. But I will say this. So, for instance, I did decide to... I haven't played a Deadeye for the first season. I didn't play it the second season. This season, I got so bored, I finally said, fuck it. I'll make a bow build. The only reason I made a Deadeye build, or excuse me, a Ranger build, is because of that Fairgrave's Curse bow, because it just looks so dope. And, in my opinion, and this is the direction that GGG wants to do, is all uniques are going to start giving you a special skill, a unique skill. And so I wanted this bow, I wanted to find a way to make this bow viable. And so I made a Ranger build. Now, I will say, unfortunately, that it's not even a Deadeye. I went Pathfinder. So even though I'm playing Ranger, I'm not doing the Deadeye meta. And I only did this solely for this poison effect, because the poison is what's helping me with the bow. Right? So like, this allows me to basically shoot fire napalm. So I have been enjoying this. This has been a fun build, to be honest with you. But like... Okay, hold on. He keeps saying he's trolling. This guy. Wait. I'm assuming. I don't know if he had us talking before. That helmet's really good, though. Language filter. Wait, there's a language filter? The fuck? Where the hell is that? What the fuck? Well, that's weird. Damn, I did the Sun Temple. I hate this map. But, oh well, this will give you an idea of what this build looks like. But yeah, so like, I don't... The same goes for... So this is my reasoning, too. This is what it really comes down to. In the very first season, right when the game started, I had no idea what class I wanted to play. Literally. I didn't know shit about PoE other than this game was tough. Okay? I gave PoE 2 a try and I was like, let's try this out. Let's see if this is where it's at. I decided, well, I'll probably do Mercenary because that just seems, based on what I could see, that seemed the best. Right when I got into it, because I play on console, where the left stick controls your movement and the right stick, just like Wasid, controls your aim. So what that basically means is this turns into what I considered a a top-down isometric zombie shooter, like survival game, where I basically, instead of bows, I have a gun. And I just felt like that's not what PoE is about. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to play an action RPG like Diablo. Like, I don't want to just go around and play something that feels like a zombie shooter. So I gave up, went to Monk, and never looked back. That's my opinion on Deadeye, Ranger, and Mercenary. The idea is I don't like shooting skills because I don't like the idea that I just feel like I'm running around just shooting stuff and kiting stuff all day. Now, obviously, you could argue that's what I'm doing with the lightning build. Again, I already explained my biases towards that, but still, that's the idea. So this build, the idea, not fully invested, mind you, so bear in mind that this isn't like optimized completely. This is all about napalm, right? I just go in, I blow shit up, everything turns to fire because of the poison, and that's that. But see, like, even this, as fun as this build is, it's still not like I had to force myself to enjoy this, if you will. Like, I had to be creative to make something like this fun. No builds use this bow. No one has been able to figure out how to get this bow to work. Here I am. With the right gear, if I optimized it, could easily take this into level 90 territory. I mean, look at this. I'm fucking shit up. And I really like this. Shit, I'm getting stuck. I hate this map so much. Cool idea. Like, I love the mechanics of this map, especially on paper, but like in reality, the whole sun mechanic, having to go into the corners, is kind of annoying. Oh shit, that dude was texting me in the whispers. I need to look at it. Oh, left.
Toxic rain.
Hold on, I gotta respond to this guy. I gotta type to him. He's over here looking at the fucking. Wait. Damn, he's already in endgame. Hell yeah. Okay, you messaged me too. Yeah, they were doing. I'm gonna go chill. You have a good one. Hold up, I'll hear you out. Making it work with a champ. Do the summer song. Boss was easy. Yeah, right. The sun is annoying. The boss is actually, you know, he may seem easy, but if you're not prepared for it, he'll actually one tap you faster than you can fucking think. He has a move where he queues up all those fireballs above him, and he'll release them on you, and you have to. If you don't know the mechanic to like keep running, you're cooked. I need to explain some things to him. Dude, this build is so much fun, low-key. You see those frogs? Like, that's the best part. This whole thing, Toxic Quiver, amazing. Yeah, anything for my group channel, so I might go do that. I'll just keep the stream in the background. Cool, man. Yeah, dude. Good. Have fun with that. And if you jump back in or say anything, I'll holler at you. The live stream's in 7 minutes, so I would suggest while you're doing that, you should probably pull up the Path of Exile Twitch, not only to get the cosmetic, but to also learn about what's going on. I mean, plus I'm going to be live narrating it in real time, so you can watch it and get my opinions if you care about that at all. Plus, I'd be curious to see what other people's opinions are on it as well. Okay, let me text this guy real quick. Oh, yeah, dude, that's a good point. I'll totally go on a call with you, man. Appreciate the watch hours, too, man. I haven't streamed in a couple days, so I felt kind of guilty. And I figured, what better time to do it than now? See, now this is what makes this build awesome. Everywhere I shoot, it starts as starts as gas if I don't have it yet. If they don't blow up in time, all it takes is for me to like stand on it, and then boom, it turns into fire napalm. I try to go like the Green Goblin. That's kind of also the vibe of this look, and it's kind of obvious to be honest with you. And I really wanted to use the Pathfinder Ascendancy skill where you throw like potions. Little like grenades. I figured that's like totally like the Hobgoblin from Spider-Man, right? But they're not that good, so I didn't really want to invest too heavily in it. I figured I'd just keep it like this. You reading that? They are deleting. Alright, so here is the boss we were just talking about, right? See those fire things he's like fucking around with? There'll be a moment where he pauses. Also, this build sucks at bossing right now, FYI, so we'll see how this goes. But when he does that move where he queues them all up above him, and that move that he's doing right now is really obnoxious. I forget what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, that's right. I'm totally fucking stupid. There you go. Forget what it's like to fight bosses through their mechanics, man. I'm so used to just one-shotting these assholes. Oh! Yeah, I guess I'm getting them.
Touch of cold hate.
No mana.
Touch of cold hate. Radiance.
Oh, that could have killed him. Boom, that got him. See, so if I was to refine this build and like actually make it something, maybe it'd be a lot better. But as of right now, I haven't found like a really good boss killing move. So that like fits the narrative. So I've kind of just, I didn't give up on this build per se, but I just didn't really take it the distance. I mean, getting to level 79, maybe I can get to level 80 and would be good, but you know, that's just how it is. But yeah, this build is fun.
Yeah.
Definitely a really fun build that I made like end of league to just occupy my time. Got some random gear. I need to look into that he has. I forgot he was holding on to that stuff. Go back to my spear lady. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds. The hype is real. The hype is real. Smoke this bowl, baby. Get this party started. I said I was gonna do it. I loaded it, never smoked it. All right, dog. I gotta get the patch notes ready to be pulled up too. So that's the real thing, guys. The announcement's gonna be cool, all that jazz. 30 seconds, by the way. But the patch notes are what's really gonna play a factor here. All right. We're gonna sit down for a sec. I'm gonna turn my minions off so we stop hearing that die over and over again. Let's buckle up. All right, here we go.
You hear new Delphi's with him outside.
Fucking ad, dude.
Okay.
Swear to God. I shouldn't have switched from Darth microtransaction. I was watching his stream. Look at silly. Oh, interesting. It takes my wings off when I sit down. I didn't notice.
Yeah, I do that.
Holy fuck, this ad. Oh shit, it's the trailer right now. Oh shit, here we go. Here we go.
What have we got here then? You lost
We got an in-game cinematic. Oh dude, Drew is gonna be... Oh my god, my Odin character, I can't wait. Oh, fuck. Bear form, werewolf form. Sorry if y'all can hear this in the background as well, I apologize. Oh shit. Oh shit, yep, bear boy. Big boy coming in. Damn. See, I knew the shape-shifting animations. This is why they delayed it. They gotta get these just right. Oh, fuck. The werewolf looks cool. Twister build. You got twisters. Everyone looking to make a twister build. Now's your chance. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Is that a dragon? Holy fuck. You can shapeshift into a dragon? What the fuck? Holy shit. Dude. Oh, man. I don't know if I can do Odin now. Good grief. Oh, Lord have mercy.
As you can see,
see.
Oh no.
After his fellow druids were destroyed by the King in the Mists, the druid lost his humanity in the Forest of Ogre.
Holy fuck. Well, now I gotta. Well, fuck Odin. I gotta come up with a clever ass dragon name now.
Druid has been one of the hardest classes for us to design. As well as having human spells.
Right, I guess. Huh, I guess Loki could be that one, huh?
Class. That means he needs to have the ability to use spells and attack.
Spells and attack. Dude, Druid's gonna be so awesome. Bro, look at this build. Are you kidding me? Small volcanoes.
Balls of magma at your enemy. You can do so for some time.
You know you'll be able to Black Flame Covenant that and turn them into purple.
Skills you use as a human last for a significant period of time. A good chance to turn
Bro,
into an animal
they
and
cooked with
react.
this class. This whole season is gonna be Druids.
The answer
Talismans.
is a new weapon type that Druids use.
Yep.
Animal Talisman. If you equip an animal talisman, you can choose which animal form you would like the talisman to represent. Depending on
Oh.
what you choose, given that animal's basic attack as a new skill to equip. For a bear, that's Maul. Turn into a bear, simply use the skill. Your character will instantly transform into a bear and attack. If you want to change back to a human, just cast a spell.
Dude.
Swap back and
Dude. Druid's awesome. Druid's awesome. Fuck starting with a spear. We're doing Druid. Look at this. Are you kidding me?
to allow for hybrid melee and caster gameplay. Just the skills you use in your human form last for some time and aid your animal skills in some way.
Like, are you kidding me?
Making it perfect for use with your bear form's Furious Slam.
Dude, the dragon though. Oh my god, I can't wait to see more of that.
Simply smash your enemies with ball. You see the runes on your back glowing. Means you have enough rage to do a much more devastating version of your Furious Slam. Bear form can also go on a rampage, stomping the ground as you demolish your foe.
Damn, Bear is awesome. Bear's cool. People are gonna love that. Yeah, 'cause it drops more. Yeah, it's cool.
As you consume rage, your bear form will generate endurance charges. These can be used with skills like Ferocious Roar. Ferocious Roar as a war follows your subsequent attacks to break your opponent's arm. More endurance
Look at him
charges-
just tank those hits. I mean, he's not doing really any damage
Ferocious
either,
Roar
but
is enough system. It's a meta gem that allows you to socket any Warcry gem from another class into it, giving you the
what?
ability to build as a bear.
What? What? That's gonna be interesting.
Seismic Cry to stun your enemies and double up the number of slams you do.
Damn.
Even use it with Ancestral Call. Turns you into the fire god Cow.
Druid's gonna be so fucking OP. Holy shit. I'd argue 90% of the players are gonna be fucking playing Druid. Oh my god. Someone in general chat just said Smokey the Bear. Dude, this is, oh.
That's these slams. What if you want to turn into something a little more simple? Well, let's check out the second animal form for the druid, wolf form.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about wolf form. It's cool though.
And even just the wolf.
I've just never been a I don't know. Wolves don't give, I don't really give a shit. People love werewolf though. I mean, this looks like it's gonna be fun still. But if I'm not mistaken, this is what you're saying, right? Loki.
Enemies in play.
This is, Druid's like 2 or 3 classes in one. This is kind of crazy. I'm wondering what the ascendancies are gonna be. Oh wait, he turns into a bear? No, that's all good. I actually just watched every cinematic from that game because I was trying to get into my Norse mythology kind of vibe. And so someone posted all the content. There's like some YouTube channel that guy like has every single God of War Ragnarok content on there. It was great. I watched all the dialogue. I watched everything. Basically played that whole game without playing it. I played the first one, so I love the God of War series. I just never got around to playing Ragnarok. I know Loki is kind of like he has a wolf for like his, you know, there's so many different stories. You do the Marvel version, or if you do like the actual Norse mythology version, kind of like the whole thing. He's got different origins.
Well, with hot flat, you're in a field of high-tech explosions to obliterate your enemy. They're still alive after that. The wolves.
Pack of wolves. Cool.
Just like with the bear's raw skill earlier that allows you to use skills from other classes, Pounce is also a meta gem that you can socket mark skills from other classes into. So for example, you might want to try adding freezing mark from the monk to Pounce.
Good dodge on that hit. This player is really good at understanding dodge rolling.
Any other ways to go all in on cold? The Arctic Howl Warp will allow you to add cold damage at chilled ground to any slam, while buffing your pack of wolves as well. You can also use it to freeze enemies that are close to being frozen, and get much faster to use your other combos. Finally, the wolf also has the ability to call down the power of the moon to transform into an Arctic werewolf with Lunar Blessing.
Potentially.
Extra cold damage. Consuming Rage will extend the duration of your Arctic wolf form. You could try a hybrid bear and wolf build if you want to utilize the skill to its full effect.
Interesting. That werewolf effect is cool as fuck with the moonlight. There's your ice Billy you were talking about.
Wyvern.
The wyvern. Oh my. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Being stuck. Blow them off balance with a
What are we even looking at right here, folks?
Battle blow. Power the corpses of monsters to create power charges.
What the fuck?
Wyvern's ability really in range. Consume a power charge to charge up your wings with light. This is do a bunch of damage.
You're right, you could do a Count Graynor build. Dude, this dragon, like, what are we even talking about, people? This is it. Holy shit. Oh. Oh. Lightning dragon.
A dragon that couldn't breathe fire after all.
Look at the way it walks. Fuck me, I'm such a sucker for goddamn dragons. Oh no, and you can make that all chaos too.
But that's the law. There's something a little nastier in that gold of yours. A barrage of oil and your enemies will
oil? That's weird. That's cool, but interesting.
Your wings on the ground and vomit a barrage of lightning-infused projectiles. The more power charges you have, the longer you can do this for. So make sure you
what? What the fuck?
Just make a quick diversion back to some of your human abilities. As a druid of Scourge, you have the ability to harness the power of nature. Create entangling vines to slow down your enemy.
Dude.
Another of nature's punishments is the thunder. One of these will create periodic strikes of light from the sky.
What the fuck?
Your wyvern form will enhance your damage.
This dragon is just.
You know what else likes water? Plants.
I feel you, bro. Yeah, I just did not expect the dragon. This is kind of blowing my goddamn mind.
Vines to slam at your enemies for a
This is fucking nuts.
Now then, with our enemies sufficiently subdued with our plants, time to really lay into them with our lightning-infused barrage. Now, this last Wyvern ability is just ridiculous, but we felt like we had to do it. Flame breath to the skies
It's
and rain
just
down the streets,
ridiculous, but we felt like we had to do it. Bro, that is just. Are you, like what? Like what?
There are a few other skills we didn't cover. One in particular that I think will open up a lot of doors. Alpha.
Like what?
Energy that you create a
Like who in their right mind's not making a dragon? Like I don't. That is the. What the fuck did they do? What even is this game? What are they trying to do with this game? Like Diablo's cooked. Literally, Blizzard created the dragon class in WoW, the Drakthir, and yet POE's coming out with a fucking dragon class before them. Like, what are we talking about? This is, oh, oh, oh my god.
Along with the new class comes a bunch of new support gems. Added over 30 new supports.
Here we go.
A few of the cooler ones here. Fan the Flames can be added to any wind skill to spread fire from one ignited enemy to the other enemy's
Oh, here we go. Support gems, yeah.
Daggering arm.
Ooh, a monk, that's really good.
Accelerated growth causes extra explosive plants to erupt from the ground whenever you grow plants with rain. An advancing storm changes storm skills like the thunderstorm or tornado to move across the battlefield.
Oh shit. That's Thor's build right there.
You got multiple ground effects.
Whoa. Yeah, tornado's gonna be cool. Whoa.
Your Warcry skills to repeat a couple more times with a delay after you use them, giving you more empowered attacks. Look for the druid's animal form Warcries, or on the warrior for a nice power boost. Grounding shocks causes monsters you shock to turn into living Tesla coils, giving lightning to nearby enemies. Use it with your empowered wings for an extra damage boost. It's also great for any other shocking skill. Right out with Lightning Spear. It obviously needed more AoE clear.
Oh no, they just made Lightning Spear better with that one. So cool.
For now, with a third being released later. First class is the Shaman. The Shaman channels nature's elemental fury.
And then they're gonna have one that's more for changing, I bet you.
By allocating Druidic Champion, you gain spell damage the angrier you are. And with furious
Top right, or excuse me, top left of the tree. Interesting. That's actually dope.
Runes and Idols. By allocating Wisdom of the Magi, you will notice that all runes and idols have extra mods only available to the Shaman. These new mods unlock countless new possibilities for enhancing your build.
Interesting.
Also allocate Bringer of the Apocalypse, allowing you to become a walking natural disaster. Dealing enough elemental damage, storms of all elements rain around you.
What?
The other abilities for Shaman, we'll just show a few fresh classes for them. Other Druid Ascendancy is the Oracle. The Oracle perfected the power of foresight and utilizes this in combat to gain massive advantage.
What?
Taking Fateful Vision, you will see visions of your future self using specific skills. If you decide to follow this path by using the skill yourself, it will do significantly more damage.
What?
Converging paths, at a critical moment in battle when a monster is vulnerable to freeze, stun, or electrocution, Oracle can use Moment of Vulnerability, see a vision of the enemy's future, then merge it with the current time, allow them to deal damage to both.
What? That's
And one of my
interesting.
favorites. With Oracle, you'll notice over 130 new extra passives.
Holy
appear
shit.
in the tree. Allocating the Unseen Path. Use your power of foresight to learn from alternate futures. gain skills that would otherwise be unavailable to you. For example, self-sacrificing allows you to be able to summon more minions by reducing the spirit costs. The trade-off of making your reservation skills cost more spirit. Or corruption endures, which allows oracles to have a small chance to avoid death. Both the Druid Ascenas offer interesting and unique ways to gain
Wow.
lower the cost you get. Expecting a huge variety of build
Whew.
all of them, but this one was particularly cool. Fury of the King turns your bear form into a fire demon.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god.
No exception. Let's roll the trailer for the fate of the buff.
Holy fuck. Ooh, we get a new mechanic. This looks dope. Like a new dungeon. Oh shit, it is. What is this? This looks fun. Is this the new Ascendancy? Dope. Bro, this league's gonna.
I have studied it, Dorian, but you do not know it like I. Oops.
Damn, that's an ass. God damn.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Give
Right.
up to heal.
Woo. Woo. Woo.
Mark Roberts.
Oh, Lord have mercy, folks.
The Vile Lake, you'll find remnants of the ancient Vile civilization.
Yeah, when they
scattered
care
through
about their
great lakes.
game, man, it's a big deal.
They seem to attract nearby
Just look at
creatures
this.
and affect them straight. The remnant appears to gain some amount of power,
The fuck is
but
this?
not so. Seems you will need to find 5 more of these arcane devices. Sacrifice the monsters you find there to fully activate them. Things don't always go to plan. These devices are old, sometimes infected by corruption. Twisted versions of ancient Vaal may emerge, and sometimes even stronger foes. On fully activating one of the devices, you finally discover its true purpose.
Oh, let's go down.
Deep underground to a lost temple, once the home of Atziri, Queen of the Vaal. What treasures could still be inside? I think you're going to want to find out. In front of the entrance is a console of some kind, and on activating it, you can see a map of the temple. Atziri's
Yo.
personal chambers. One get there. There are disconnected rooms, and the layout doesn't seem to make sense. That's when you realize the purpose of the ancient devices scattered through Raidblast. The temple is powered by sacrifice, and this energy can be used to modify the very structure of the temple itself. Each time you run the temple, you will be given 6 rooms that you can place, allowing you to craft your own dungeon to explore. Place paths to link up the dungeon, and place rooms beside them full of precious loot.
What?
After you are happy with your choices, open the temple and discover the results of your efforts. Each room contains different challenges along with its rewards. On entering a room, the doors will slam shut behind you and you will need to face the encounter within. but choose wisely. It's important where you place the rooms to get maximum returns. For example, when placing a commander, you could just place it anywhere along an existing path, but a much better strategy is to place it next to a garrison of troops for him to command. Better leadership, the garrison will level up, making the monsters harder, but also more rewarding.
Huh.
Different rooms have different requirements for leveling up. For example, if you want to fully level up a smithy, you will need to supply it with golems from an adjacent golem works, and hook up a generator to the power network to supply it with power. After doing so, the golems will be powered up, making them much more dangerous. You don't need to memorize what interacts with what. When selecting a room, you will be shown the locations that will make other rooms level up, and exactly what effect it will have on the temple.
Interesting, okay.
After running the temple, a few of the rooms will destabilize and be removed. It will be up to you to rebuild the temple, adding 6 more rooms each time you come back,
Interesting.
making the temple larger, larger, and larger. So, that's the basic functionality of the temple, but there is a lot more.
Of course.
Once Doriani finds out about your travels to Larabar, he will attempt to persuade you to take on a new mission. The temple entrance contains a prototype of the time portal device. It will be able to take you back in time, but only to one specific point, right before Itzeri triggered the cataclysm that destroyed the Val. He requests that you go back and attempt to stop Itzeri to prevent the Val from ever being destroyed.
There's the boss fight. Yup. Look at this.
Itzeri is on the far side of the temple, so you will need to expand the temple significantly to get to her. And even worse, her chambers can only be unlocked by a room that isn't currently accessible to you.
Of course.
In order to deal with that, you are going to need to visit the architect of the temple. To get to him, you will need to place path rooms. While doing so, you will probably want to exploit some of the Val technology only available in the past. Once you can travel into the past, a whole new set of rooms are available. They have some pretty insane rewards. Level 1, the corruption chamber can be used to corrupt a single item. Placing it next to a thaumaturge to run the place, and a sacrificial chamber to provide soul energy will be able to level it up. And it's worth it. Because once you get the room to level 3, there are some very nice rewards to be had. In a level 3 corruption chamber, you will find this mysterious device. It has a slot to place an item, and it only accepts items that are already corrupted.
Oh man.
What will happen to them? Well, normally once an item is corrupted, you can't modify it any further.
Oh man, what is this gonna do?
But this device allows you to corrupt your item a second time.
What?
This has the capability to craft some very powerful items indeed.
The fuck?
But be all about taking risks in the pursuit of power. There is a 50% chance that the item will be destroyed.
Destroyed? Oh! Oh, brutal. Brutal. Destroyed.
Has its own interesting mechanics.
Oh, man.
Says new crafting opportunities.
Oh, great. Gem. Oh, no.
The Alchemy Lab is a nasty Val constructed fight. If you can defeat it, find new corrupted soul. Like Guatalizi's thesis, which on boots allows you to sacrifice your life to run faster. Or Sita Corlotto's thesis, which on gloves will revive one of your minions whenever an offering expires.
Interesting.
A sacrificial chamber to level 3, and you will need to face a highborn priest of sacrifice. Beat him to be able to further
The
corrupt
fucking League of Corruption, dude.
One of the mods of this unique will be removed, and replaced with another random mod.
What?
For example, this Soul Mantle. It gives you an additional totem, but lowers your totem's life and curses you when they die. By using the machine, this could result in a terrible item if you remove the good mod, but also some amazing items if you replace the downside.
What?
Now, one extra thing to mention about these Valve
That's what
crafting
makes Unique
machines,
relevant
you don't
again.
have the
That's how they balance it.
item you want to craft with you at the time. Clicking this button will allow you to create a currency item instead, allowing you to do the
Huh.
craft later or trade it if you want. Now,
That's
there
how
are
they
all
fucking
sorts of
sell
features
it.
you can
That's how
find
you
with the
farm it.
The last one I want to show you today
That's
is
how
the
you
Flesh
farm it.
Surgeon.
Of course.
A Vile Flesh Surgeon can be leveled up by placing him next to a high-level synth flesh lab.
Damn, now we gotta come up with a whole
But be
strategy on
careful.
this like
The
mini
Flesh
game.
Surgeon has some rather unpleasant experiments in his personal lab. Afterwards, you might notice the surgery table just sitting there. The Vile are great at crafting items. Why not do some crafting on yourself?
Oh, what?
After laying down,
What?
you'd like to replace. Arm, perhaps your right leg.
The fuck?
Each limb get a different set of random bonuses, so choose wisely. After getting up from the table, try out your new limb. It seems to work fine, and even perform better than your normal one. Now, there is just one thing with replacing body parts. If you die and are resurrected, your body will return to its natural state. You might need to return to the Vile Surgeons if you want another robot arm, and maybe get a better one next time.
Interesting.
Some rooms, like the
Very
Commander,
interesting.
can get medallions that can be used to manipulate the temple in other ways.
Very
Using equipment
interesting.
puzzles can actually boost a room, even if it doesn't meet the normal requirements to level up.
There's probably gonna be something that makes it to where you don't lose it when you die.
Guarantee getting a reward second time. Great if you
I'm
want
gonna be
to
a
stock
Full
up
Metal
on
Alchemist.
gold
Call me
rooms.
Edward Elric. That's funny.
Put that aside, to face the Architect. You will be in for a fight. Once defeated, you will find another console that can be used to modify the temple. This one is special. It allows you to place new types of rooms with specific rewards. There are rooms with specific uniques, special runes, and currency.
Dude, this game's, oh my god.
But also a few other more niche crafting experiments.
Just when you think you understand it. Oh no.
Now, something really important is every league we release a significant amount of content for the in-game. In order to make sure that the Fate of the Veil works well for late-game players, we've
Oh.
added to make sure that
This game just gets deeper and deeper and deeper.
some rooms to level 3 adds extra mods to the entire dungeon, and these stack with each other. So in endgame, when you can get some really big temples, you can generate a challenge that can even match the strongest of characters. Also start to introduce ways to store up energy for the temple, allowing you to save up many runs so you can do them later at your leisure, and not interrupt your mapping too often.
What
Now,
was that build?
it's important that we have a new pinnacle boss to test your character's might. In the Fate of the Veil, you will get to face Adzeri while she was at the peak of her power. One of the rewards you will gain by defeating the Architect is the ability to place the Royal Access Chamber. Once connected to your temple, you can visit it to finally reach the Queen of the Veil herself. This fight takes place at a critical moment in history, right as Adzeri communes with the beast's power and takes her true corrupted form. Now, we are not going to show you the whole fight, but we will tempt you with one of the rewards. This is Adzeri's rule. This staff gives additional levels to all of your corrupted gems and lets you trade life for In addition to that, while using the star, mirrors of refraction will constantly appear on the battlefield. Any projectile you fire at these will split into a node, and they can chain from one to the other. So, that's the fate of the Val League. But we are also bringing the previous league, Rise of the Abyssal, into the core game, along with a few changes.
Here we go.
For those of you who haven't seen what happens when a league is over, it's important to understand that you will not be seeing abysses in every area anymore. Rise of the Abyssal is now one of the league mechanics that can show up randomly in endgame.
Yep, knew it.
If you want to specialize in running abysses, there is now a tablet that will allow you to add them to any map you run.
Yep.
You can also craft the tablet to add abyss-specific mods to enhance how they function. Now that Abyss is
Yep,
core,
and of course,
it
I
also
knew
needs
it.
its own trip.
Yep.
Gain your first points by completing an Abyss. There are more available for doing depths, killing certain bosses, and there are a bunch of different options. You might just want more monsters and bosses, but you can also make finishing an Abyss have a chance to overrun a nearby map with the Abyssal, or make your Waystone modifiers also apply to Abyssal depths. You could specialize in the interaction with other leagues, or specialize in a specific Abyssal faction.
Interesting.
One of the important elements that we've heard loud and clear is that needing to do Abyss crafting on Waystones is quite annoying. So, we have removed that. In fact, we have removed instilling from Waystones as well. This mechanic felt mandatory on maps because it boosted the value of all other content. It was both annoying to do and resulted in a lot of visual clutter. Instead, we are bringing back some of that power on tablets. You don't need to craft nearly as often, since they last for 10 maps each. Once you defeat the Arbiter of Ash, you will be able to upgrade tablets to a rare with 4 mods using regular currency.
Interesting. Okay.
We have also buffed the bonuses that tablets give. Going forward, we're not going to be adding any more crafting directly to Waystones outside of the basic currency, because it adds too much micromanagement.
Yeah, that's smart.
But on that note, Beta Profile does bring the ability to corrupt your tablets, hoping to get one of many different random outcomes. Now, with regard to Delirium Fog, even though you shouldn't have to have it on every map anymore, we still did want to make it less visually annoying. Delirium Fog can be toned down significantly, so you won't feel like you're just playing in a sea of grey. Another big source of problems in the endgame is the feeling of getting overwhelmed with monsters. In 031, we reduced the number of monsters in early endgame in order to help with this. Still scaled up the number of monsters to previous levels by the time you got to tier 15. Well, after letting this simmer for a while, we are still getting this kind of feedback. So we are no longer going to scale up the number of monsters you go as you get deeper into the endgame. Instead, we are scaling up the difficulty and rewards by the same amount.
Interesting.
So to be clear, instead of increasing the number of monsters by 40%, they will instead drop 40% more items, grant 40% more experience, and have 40% more life, in addition to all the normal scaling they get due to being higher level.
Dope.
This only applies to regular monsters, not bosses. It also reduced the speed modifiers that monsters can get sometimes, which also helps a lot with this. Now, we did have a large amount of content for endgame planned for 040, and unfortunately we just didn't get time to finish it. The scope was a bit too large, so we'll need to wait until 050 for that. But rest assured, there will be a ton of upgrades for the existing leagues, as well as new pinnacle bosses, and a significant overhaul to the Atlas passive tree coming soon. Now, another problem that becomes a much bigger issue in the endgame
Here we go.
is
Here we go.
the issue is CPU load. And to address that, a lot of things have been optimized. We have done a lot of work to take advantage of more of your CPU cores. you should see frame rates of at least 25% higher, and a lot less bad frame spikes during gameplay. It does make quite a big difference, especially on consoles.
Especially on
Work in this
console.
area
Woo! Woo!
tend to see
Woo!
Another important area is game balance, and we have made a lot of changes. Now, most of these we will save for the patch notes, but I'll do a quick summary of some of the numbers. As well as adding 11 new unique items, we have rebalanced dozens of others that are not currently used very often. We've also done a pass over linear supports. 21 of them have been rebalanced, as well as adding 9. Alongside the 2 new Druid ascendancies, we have made balance changes to almost all the others,
Damn.
with some a grander rebalance, such as the Smith of Catava. Alongside the 20 plus new Druid skills, we also rebalanced 90 other active skills.
Damn.
Put all off,
Uh-oh.
there are also over 250 new passive skills added to the pattern.
Fuck.
It should go a long way to increase the viability of many more skills, uniques, and overall build variety that can tackle our most challenging.
Dude, this game is gonna be too much for me to wrap my head around soon. Aw. Yay, here we go. How can I spend more money?
Golden packs. Each tier contains the pack's full face value of points, alongside several exclusive microtransactions.
Alright, here we go. What are they?
The cosmetic affect your character's power or progression in any way. The Precursor series of supporter packs contains 6 exclusive microtransactions. First up, the Marble Statue character effect. Once you finally stay still for a moment, a podium rises up out of the ground, turning your skin to marble.
What? Damn it, I knew I was gonna be spending money. Of course.
Gravity well fought.
That's cool.
Witness the power of the
Not crazy, but cool.
Broaden enemies with your own gravitational pull with the Awakened Precursor armor set. The Precursors designed and built many mysterious ancient beings. This one used to serve as a scout that would patrol and tase intruders. Why salvage gear yourself when the Master of the Forge can do it for you?
Damn, fuck yeah.
Molten gold spills out as the Forge Master breaks down your items.
Fuck yeah. That's cool.
The relic of the Precursor's map device is a mysterious machine that sits
Shit, that's cool too. Dude, I have to put that on the Paladin map, or my... That has to go on my plateau hideout.
The Kalgurans had astounding skill in astronomy, being able to track cosmic events with absolute precision. Harnessing that skill, with the Astronomer's level up effect equipped, you two can now...
This one I don't give a fuck about so far. That's cool, but I don't really give a fuck about it yet.
The time taken to reach your last...
There's gonna be something that grabs me though, I guarantee it.
So you can link it when you have a ton of your prep. Unique enemies. Unleashing the wrath of the lost Kalguran fleet.
Well, that's cool. That's perfect for Hela.
Kalguran Seafarer.
Ooh.
The treacherous seas of Rayquaza.
That's kind of cool. Little build specific.
The Lost Treasure weapon skins top off your appearance of a true...
Those are probably cool.
Gilded weapons can be applied to wands, quick-hand maces, and shields.
See, yep. Damn it, they're gonna get... Oh man, there's the hideout. That's how they get me.
Home of some of the most deadly, ocean-dwelling creatures in Rayquaza.
God damn it.
Many ships have met their demise here. What better to accompany you in Kraken's Cove than a Kraken itself?
Oh.
Replace your stash with a dormant...
That's a stash?
As you approach, terrify both you and any guests in your hideout. Alongside this, an extra stash skin item will be granted to you, and when placed, will automatically open to any stash tab set with the currency affinity, without having to navigate through your tabs. Additionally, any microtransactions from these supporter packs will be made available for use in Path of Exile 1. Thank you very much for all your
I am. God damn it.
11 a.m. in Z time. Post the patch notes.
Damn.
Please at the end of next week, our community team will be posting crucial information.
Oh, God damn it. Is any of this available yet?
Today. Looking forward to playing alongside our fellow shapeshifting exiles, all while uncovering Lost Vale secrets by doing some dungeon crafting. We'll begin the Q&A shortly, so please
Q&A. Alright, let me log out, log back in. I doubt it's updated, but you never know.